So if you're looking to get a crypto loan at some point in the future, if done correctly, it could be a real smart financial move. However, if done incorrectly, it could end up costing you your entire bag of whatever you put up as collateral. Now, I wanted to start things off talking about how this whole process works, as well as some of the best places to get a crypto loan with low interest rates. I also need to point out I've done this personally in the past, so if you have any questions at all, feel free to message me below in the comments. Okay, so what exactly is a crypto loan? Now, CoinMarketCap does a good job at breaking this down. And a crypto loan is a type of secured loan similar to an auto loan in which you pledge an asset to secure financing. Now, in this case, cryptocurrency is the asset offered to the lender in exchange for cash that you'll pay back in installments. Now, if you fail to repay the loan, the lender will liquidate or cash out the cryptocurrency, which is exactly what you don't want to happen. But like I already said earlier, if you do this smartly and responsibly, you'll be fine. Okay, so why borrow against your crypto, right? Why are we going to do this? Well, a crypto loan may make sense if you hold a substantial amount of crypto and don't want to sell or liquidate it so you don't have to pay taxes on it, which is actually really smart. Now, those funds could then be used for a purchase, to invest in something else, maybe a business, or maybe to pay back a personal loan. Additionally, borrowers could see lower interest rates with crypto secured loans, which is exactly what I've seen on like a personal loan. And there's also no credit check on this, which is a big deal as well. Okay, so where should you do this, right? Now that we've talked about it, in my opinion, the best place right now would definitely be BlockFi. So the nice thing about BlockFi is that it's very easy to set up an account. And once you do, you could typically get funding the same day, which is pretty crazy. Now, as I'm going over them, if you guys want to learn more or get started, I will have some bonus and resource links in the description. Let's start off with interest rates. So it's 4.5%, which is super reasonable. You know, it's not super high, it's under 5%. And the one thing you got to understand, though, is that you have to have a minimum of $10,000 in any coin you want to borrow against. So, for example, if you have $10,000 worth of Ethereum, you could borrow up to $5,000. And then Bitcoin, you could borrow up to $5,000 if you have 10,000. So it's a little bit of a higher minimum to have in your account. But once you have that minimum, you could borrow up to 50%, which is, it's not bad. Now, there's some other things that you can do on BlockFi, which I'm going to get into. I do want to say that you need to be careful about how much you borrow, right? You never want to borrow too much. Anytime I've borrowed money in the past doing this, I never borrow more than 30%. So if you're not crossing that 30% threshold, I think you'll be just fine. And you also need to understand that in cryptocurrency, it's a lot more volatile than like in the stock market. So yeah, you got to be responsible with it. Realistically, if you keep it at 20%, so if you got $10,000 worth of Ethereum or Bitcoin, don't borrow more than 2. But if you really have to, keep it at 30%. I think that's probably going to be the sweet spot. Okay, so I also want to get into some other things that you could do on here as well, such as they've got crypto interest accounts, so like a savings account, which is something that I've gotten into on here. Now, the way this works is a little bit different, but the interest rates on here are pretty decent as well. So if you're somebody who holds, a lot of Bitcoin, Ethereum, or some of these other coins available on here, you can see that I've got a lot of the basic attention token. The more you own of these coins, the less of an interest rate you're going to make. But this is also a way to make passive income, right? So it's pretty cool. I've owned a few different coins on here. You can see I've got around like $2,000 in my account. Now, I'm more of a trader, honestly. I've traded hundreds of thousands of dollars in the last, 6 to 12 months. But I've been trying to build this account up, and I do plan on putting some more money in here. But just looking at the interest rates you get, the more you own of these coins, the more it changes. So, for example, if you own a lot of Ethereum, it's going to be jacked down on the interest you're going to get paid. Also, the way this works for interest accounts, you get paid every single month at the end of the month, which is pretty cool, right? And then you could have that money reinvested into the coins you already own, or you could have it go into cash. It's like these little dividend payments that you get every single month. It's a nice thing. But bottom line, guys, if you're looking to get a crypto loan, as long as you're doing it responsibly and smartly, you'll be fine. Just try not to borrow more than 30%. They let you do up to 50% here on BlockFi. And like I said, I just wouldn't do that amount. I would keep it at 20 or 30. Now, if you have any questions about any of this stuff, like I said, you can message me below in the comments. I've done it before. If you need money fast, it can be beneficial. It's better than getting a personal loan. Maybe you just want to take that money and leverage yourself to buy other things. It's also kind of a smart thing to do as well. Also, for the interest accounts, you could set up recurring purchases, which is another feature on here I've used in the past. It also allows you to just kind of get money in your account constantly, especially if you're trying to build it up to that 10,000 mark where you can get a loan. Okay, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching it. We'll see you in the next crypto video.